Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Hawkeyes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
You know, with defense, it's a pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll line up for a second down play. Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Russell. Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keelan Russell throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A little screen to the running back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Again, it's Russell. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Unleashes one. He's got it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Diaz. Hard-hitting tackle.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Moulton. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He'll throw on 3rd down. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. A slow-developing screen on a 3rd and short when a defense is a little bit aggressive, and it doesn't work. And it's easy to question after the fact, obviously, right, guys? Like, it didn't work, but I don't love that play call when I know a defense will be really aggressive on 3rd and short.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bama! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He's got great speed. Out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and that was almost much bigger. They'll start this drive from the 42. Russell. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere, and you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So first down here as they go back to work. Keelan Russell. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. This is a design run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Blue 40, Wilkes. Blue 40, Wilkes. Let's go. Set. Red 18, ready. Red 13, Demon. Red 13, Demon.
Tries it on the seam. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
A field goal here would make it a two-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down.
Red 18, red 18. Come on, flow, flow, flow.
Throwing Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's a give to Malton. Makes it past the marker. Maybe a crease. Crosses midfield. At the 30. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. He was looking for some run. But not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Break. Let's go. Wide eight.
Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first?
This defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Gus Edwards. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air. It's Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. It's complete to the right. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun. Give on the inside.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing Russell. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the 1st half.
And all of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up all over the place, making it hard for the defense. These guys got weapons. They've got big guys that can catch the...
There's a crease. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat. So
Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab in the end zone for 6. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Russell. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Again, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with Boise State taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Broncos engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Tide ready to roll on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Keelan Russell got his man out of the backfield. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Russell. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Running free. Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Back to throw, it's Mack. Keeps looking downfield. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
That keeps the score. Iowa 21, Alabama 20.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll field the punt and look for room. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell. Pressure coming. On target. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keelan Russell. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, running back on the move. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And what a big moment in the game and a decision for the head coach, because you're trailing. You need a field goal to take the lead, but you've got 4th and short. Maybe you stay on the field, you bleed some more time off the clock, and think about an easier field goal or even a touchdown.
Chance. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Throwing Russell. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
On first down, it's Malton again. There's some room. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes with the get back.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Russell. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's Rodgers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keelan Russell. Fires quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give on the inside. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Second down coming up. He wants to change this route. Throwing Russell. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short.
22.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Using his legs to buy some time. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. 4th down, tie game. They don't have to go for it, but it looks as if they will. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, that's a good decision, I think, to go for it on 4th down because you're in the middle of the field. Even if you don't get it, your defense isn't in an awful position running back on, but they're able to get the 4th, to keep the drive alive. Let's see what they do next.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Right on the money. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. The Tide will get the 1st down. They're getting everybody to the line of scrimmage. Got to line up, spike it, stop the clock, and try to get the game-winning field goal up.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts.
Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. And it's good! And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.